Ian, we want to answer some of your burning questions that you may have ahead of the storm.
Yeah, so we are bringing in first warning meteorologists Kellyanne Klass and Eric Burson. Eric, we'll start with you. Right now as we watch this thing, there are so many uncertainties on our Monday morning.
Right. I mean, think about it. How quickly does it become a major hurricane? What path does it take going forward? Is that what the models are saying? And then once it gets along the peninsula, you've got such a difficult geographical question. It's coming up the peninsula. We know it's going to turn at some point, but exactly what moment does it turn and how steep is that angle? It's the difference, Kellyanne, between rain downpours and hurricane conditions.
Yeah, and that's why the track has just been so wide. You know, a lot of people were wondering where exactly it's going to go. Well, we can't answer that question right now because we still need to figure out what's happening with this storm. But then, you know, once we figure it out, if it makes that hard right turn, obviously more impacts for Central Florida. Where it makes it also makes a difference. So just some things that we really need to fine tune.
So Kellyanne, when do you think they'll have that data that you guys will be able to say, okay, it's looking like it's going to stay in the Gulf, or it is looking like it's going to make that turn? Like, when do you anticipate that time frame?
Well, you know, the great thing is the hurricane hunters are flying through the storm almost each and every hour. I mean, early this morning they had 2 missions. Later in the morning they had 2 missions as well. And then you also have weather services, national weather services across the entire country launching weather balloons to find out the upper levels of the atmosphere, that data, because there's a trough expected to move through, and it depends on how quickly that trough moves through for it to eventually push towards the east. So that's something that we're going to watch. I do think as we go day by day, especially advisory by advisory, that's when we're going to start to see a better idea. Right now, some of the models are kind of hanging it out along the coast. We'll talk much more about that and what that could mean for us. Right now, though, we have advisories in place for Pinellas and Hillsborough counties. That is a hurricane watch in effect. Nothing for Central Florida just yet, but I do imagine that those advisories will be posted throughout the day today. Right now, here is a look at Ian. It doesn't have a well-defined eye, but it's starting to develop, something that we really need to be watching, especially as it goes into a better environment for this development. So this is a look at the tropical cyclone heat potential. Basically, it's the fuel for these tropical storms to just feed off of and quickly develop. When you get into these darker shadings, that means that there is a lot of fuel for this storm to feed off of, indicating that will quickly intensify. Here's a look at the Air Force hurricane hunters. They did 2 passes right now, finding that the pressure relatively still the same, but as it goes into that favorable environment, still expected to strengthen. Some of those outer rain bands beginning to lift up into Cuba right now, and then as we look towards later on tonight and into early tomorrow morning, expected to strengthen to a Category 3 hurricane before making landfall in Cuba. Once it lifts up towards the north in the Gulf, this is where we watch for more strengthening by Wednesday morning, winds of 140 miles per hour. Then by Wednesday, it starts to make that turn towards the peninsula of Florida. But some of the models, again, are saying it's going to kind of hang off the coast of Florida, continue to sit and churn, and then lift up towards the north. Something that we are going to watch. Of course, also, if that means it's a little bit slower, that means our timeline would have to be adjusted. So let's look at our 2 major models, European on the left, GFS on the right. This is the newest GFS model. It is a little bit slower, and it has shifted more towards the east. European tightly hugging that coastline around Tampa Bay and slowly working up towards the north, while GFS still hanging out in the Gulf of Mexico. GFS then by Friday afternoon begins to enclose on the panhandle of Florida, while the European is already into the inland locations, beginning to move up towards Georgia. So that's something that we are going to be watching. I think our timeline could potentially change if this system slows down. So what we're watching today, tonight, Ian continues to strengthen. Tuesday, outer rain bands begin to approach Central Florida, which means that 1 or 2 of those storms could be on the strong to potentially severe side. Then Wednesday and Thursday, main impacts are expected for the area, but again, that could change given on 2 different scenarios that meteorologist Eric Burris is going to talk about.
So, Kellyanne, we were just discussing this with Meredith and with Jason, and I think that this is going to be the absolute key of this whole thing. Hurricane Ian is working through the Gulf of Mexico. We know that it's the eastern Gulf of Mexico that is of concern, but now we're fine-tuning the eventual pathway. If it stays a little further offshore and takes a bit more of a westerly trek, it still piles up storm surge on the west coast, but for us in central Florida, it's more rain than anything else. Some tropical downpours, the threat of tornadoes certainly still there, but generally speaking, a lower direct impact. If it takes a little bit more of an easterly trek where it makes a bit more of a right-hand turn, comes ashore and kind of goes over our western areas, then hurricane conditions are likely in parts of central Florida. The tornado threat may be a little bit higher and flooding continues to be likely. So what I want to do, Kellyanne was just showing the global models. I want to show you our in-house computer forecast model, our Futurecast model, and just take it through time. And notice Futurecast is on the right-hand side and even a little bit faster than what the Hurricane Center's been forecasting. The computer forecast model we run is showing a landfall point along the Sun Coast around Sarasota, Manatee counties in that area. So based on that, our Futurecast says tomorrow afternoon, evening, a few kind of outer rain bands producing some very heavy rainfall. Same thing for Wednesday morning. And then we start to look midday Wednesday to a potentially landfalling hurricane. And that would then put hurricane conditions across especially our western areas. That's 8 p.m. Wednesday, the western areas. By midnight into Thursday, kind of Sumter, Lake Marion counties. So what we know is that it is going to be attracted to the west coast of Florida. We just don't know exact point of landfall. But based on everything that we're confident on weather-wise, we do know this. Storm surge is going to be an enormous concern across the Gulf Coast. Water piling up into Tampa Bay, water piling up into Charlotte Harbor. Those are going to be areas where that water will rise. We're talking about a 6 to 8 foot rise over sea level, then breaking waves, and then in addition to that, you're talking high tide and low tide cycles. So there's a big concern there. Meanwhile, back here at home, the weather for today, normal. It is a lovely day. 84 in Orlando already. It's 81 degrees in the Villages. We're watching temperatures climb into the lower 90s, and there will be some storms, but don't be concerned when those storms strike. It's not a hurricane. It's not a tropical storm. It's just an afternoon thing. Tomorrow, a couple of those feeder bands. Wednesday, Thursday, that's when the hurricane makes its impacts felt across the peninsula, and then we are clearing out by the weekend. Stay with us.